All right, let's talk about the Asia Cup clash between India and Oman. Now, on paper, this was supposed to be a pretty straightforward match, a formality. But it really wasn't. So we're going to break down what turned into a genuine surprise and what it all means for the tournament.
And really, this one number tells you everything you need to know. 21. That's it. That was the final margin of victory for India. In a tournament full of giants, a gap that small, well, that's not a blowout. That is a real fight. So how in the world did we get to a 21-run nail-biter? Well, the scorecard really tells a tale of two very different innings. It's a story of a chase that almost rewrote the entire script. Let's look at the numbers.
Okay, so the final scores here are fascinating. India puts up a solid 188, which is a great total. But then you look at Oman's reply, 167. And here's the kicker. They did it while losing only half the number of wickets. That just shows you how incredibly composed and powerful their batting was against a top-tier team. So let's rewind a bit. We gotta go back to the beginning of the match. It all started with India at the crease, and their goal was simple: post a huge score and put this game away early. The coin toss goes India's way, and captain Suryakumar Yadav doesn't hesitate. He chooses to bat first. You know the strategy. Get the runs on the board in that Abu Dhabi heat, then let your bowlers apply all the pressure in the second innings. And they did put up 188 for 8. Sanju Samson was absolutely the anchor for that innings, hitting a super important half-century. But the real story here might just be Oman's bowling. It wasn't one guy taking all the wickets, it was a total team effort. You had Shah Faisal, Amir, Kaleem, and Jitin Ramadandi all chipping in with 2 wickets each. They really kept India from just running away with it. Okay, so the stage is set. The target is 189. For a lot of teams, that would feel like climbing a mountain. But Oman, they didn't just come out to compete. They came out to win. And this, right here, is where the match got super exciting. And tough competition is probably an understatement. I mean, this was anything but a formality. Oman's batsmen came out swinging, showing incredible intent right from the get-go, and putting all that pressure right back on India's bowlers. So what was fueling this incredible fight? Well, it was powered by 2 massive performances. Both Amir, Kaleem, and Mirza stepped up with brilliant half-centuries. They were the absolute backbone of this chase. And believe me, their partnership gave India a genuine scare. Now, when you put the star players from both teams side by side, the story of this close game becomes even clearer. It shows you it wasn't just about one team's superstars. It was about individuals on both sides really rising to the occasion. And right here, you can see the difference pretty clearly. For India, Sanju Samson was the main guy, the anchor. But just look at Oman's contributions. You've got 2 different batsmen hitting half-centuries, and that's backed up by a key bowler in Shah Faisal. It just proves what a complete team effort their challenge really was. So, after all that drama and that incredible chase, what did this result actually mean for the rest of the Asia Cup? Well, here's the twist. You might be surprised to learn that for both teams, their tournament fate was pretty much already decided before this match even started. Yeah, so for India, this match was basically a final tune-up. They'd already locked in their spot in the Super 4 stage with big wins against the UAE and Pakistan. And for Oman, well, despite their amazing performance, their journey in the tournament ends here. They really just came into this with pride on the line, and boy, did they play for it. And that all leads us to the final, huge question. India moves on. They get to face their arch-rivals Pakistan again, but this time it's in the high-stakes Super 4. Now, they've beaten them once already, but after getting a real scare from Oman, the question is, can they do it again when the pressure is at its absolute max? We are definitely going to have to wait and see.